Media sources have a powerful influence on the way people perceive the world around them. Whether it's the New York Times, the Daily Wire, or the Joe Rogan Experience, media outlets can use a variety of techniques to prime their viewers and readers. One way that media sources prime their audience is through framing. Framing refers to the way that information is presented to the audience. For example, during the 2020 presidential election, the New York Times framed the race as a referendum on Donald Trump's presidency. By focusing on Trump's controversial actions and statements, the Times primed its readers to see the election as a choice between Trump and his opponent, Joe Biden. The Daily Wire, on the other hand, framed the election as a choice between competing visions for America. By focusing on policy differences between Trump and Biden, the Daily Wire primed its readers to see the election as a choice between two different approaches to governing. Another way that media sources prime their audience is through language. Certain words and phrases can have powerful connotations and can shape the way that people think about an issue or topic. For example, when Joe Rogan interviewed Ben Shapiro on his podcast, they used the term regressive left to refer to left-wing activists who seek to suppress free speech. By using this term, Rogan and Shapiro primed their audience to see left-wing activists as a threat to free speech. Finally, media sources can prime their audience by choosing which stories to cover and which to ignore. By focusing on certain issues and ignoring others, media outlets can influence the public's perception of what is important and what is not. For example, when the Capitol riots occurred in January 2021, media outlets around the world covered the story extensively. By focusing on this story, they primed their audience to see the riots as a threat to American democracy. However, some media outlets, like the Daily Wire, questioned the framing of the riots as an attack on democracy and instead focused on the actions of individual protesters. In conclusion, media sources have a powerful influence on the way that people perceive the world around them. By using framing, language, and story selection, media outlets can prime their audience to see certain issues and topics in a particular way. Biasly provides media bias ratings on over 3,500 news sources around the world to help readers evaluate the information they're receiving to avoid being overly influenced by media bias. Visit biasly.com to learn more.